Little Jackie Del Rio is coming aboard.
Wow. All right, hold on. Let's go here. Come on.
We cannot win at Everbank Field to save our fucking lives right now. You win in London, you win in Chicago, you give us a glimmer of hope. We're coming back to play the Raiders, a winnable game, even though it's a tough team to show, hey, maybe we're not ass, but then we get fucking dick teased as usual.
Dick teased.
I don't even know what the fuck to say right now. Like,
Get dick teased. I might get late after the game. Maybe there's a chance. Oh, hell, my face is hurting this time.
What?
Oh, shit.
I don't even know what the fuck to say right now.
How about fucktacular?
Wait, what'd he say?
Maybe we're not ass.
Maybe we're not ass. What?
Maybe it's like listening to Phil Simms after he was like, he's had a couple of drinks.
Maybe there's a chance.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that was
I can't even say anything to make that funnier. That's goddamn hilarious.
Wow.
And then his mother comes down the steps. God damn it, Sylvester! Why don't you get a job?
I don't even know what the fuck to say right now.
How about say you're gonna move out, you frickin' 23-year-old loser? Although he can't be in his mom's basement, he lives in Jacksonville. If they had a basement, it would be called a sinkhole.
Oh wait, I've got an obligatory weekly Bill Belichick clip for us.
Who'd they beat last week? Oh, the Steelers. That's right. They waltzed into Pittsburgh. Yeah, but Big Ben.
And here's what Belichick said after the game.
This is a tough place to play. I have a lot of respect for the Steelers. Coach Tomlin, that entire football team, they're tough. They compete really hard. They got a lot of good players. They're big. They're fast. Fortunately, we made a few more plays than Pittsburgh did today.
They're big. They're fast.
Can you hear the reverse beeping for the trucks? What is he, on the loading dock?
This is a tough place to play. I have a lot of respect for the Steelers. Coach Tomlin, that entire football team, they're tough. They compete really hard. They got a lot of good players. They're big. They're fast. Fortunately, we made a few more plays than Pittsburgh did today.
Coach Tomlin, his wife Susie, his lovely children, the people of Pittsburgh, really good. Look, they're big. They're tough. They're handsome. They're good hygiene. You almost see never ever any food stuck in their teeth. Omar Epps got a good new movie coming out there. Looks pretty funny. Had a nice dinner after the game. Wanted to stay in Pittsburgh for a while, but I figured, once I kick your ass, I'm on to the next city.
So we're going to call Jerry Jones. I'm going to tell you why. Are you ready to move on to that yet?
Yeah.
Okay. So the league has new restrictions on teams posting videos and GIFs. Do you say GIFs or GIFs? What do you say?
The guy who invented it says it's GIF, but I call it a GIF.
That's what I thought.
Right, but GIF is peanut butter.
Right.
GIF is peanut butter, right? So it's a GIF.
All right. That's what I agree. All right. So videos and GIFs of game highlights. So posting game highlights on social media while games are still in progress. The league doesn't want teams doing that.
What the?
Well,
what's there? I don't understand their reasoning behind any.
What is it usually about?
Money, of course.
Of course.
So what?
Well, several teams disagree with this, and some of them just ignore it. They're F you. We're going to do what we want. This is our team, and these are our highlights.
And it's their league, for God's sakes. And you know what? Some of them do other things that I think are funny.
Right.
Yeah, like they've got a little mini Jameis Winston now that's going to be on a green screen doing all kinds of shit.
Well, I can see Dallas following suit because Jerry Jones strongly disagrees with this. And, Jerry, he believes in promote. And
absolutely.
So, and we're talking about posting a touchdown highlight clip on Twitter, like after it happens. What big fucking deal?
Right. A 20-second thing that you could sell a 5-second ad, or even it's Twitter. It's a micro blog, right? You could sell a 2-second Snickers ad. Somebody comes on and goes, Snickers, and then show the touchdown.
Right. Want to get away?
Right. Exactly. And then point to the defensive, point to that Browns defensive back that's going to go, oh, darn, they got it again.
Right. You could have the highlight of the touchdown with the focus on the defensive back that got burnt.
Right.
And then he turns around and the screen freezes and Snickers pops up and says, "Want to get away?"
Shit, man. Let's just go one further and call it in the play so that he turns around and looks at a camera that's already placed at that point on the field and says it. Why not?
I know. And you know what? That and everything else is going through Goodale's head, you know?
I know. You know, I think that KFC football helmet car that comes out and picks that dude up in those commercials looks pretty good. Looks like a bucket of chicken.
Right. Well, Jerry Jones is pissed off. I mean, he says highlights are, like I said, they're theirs. It's content generated by the league's individual teams and are subject to whatever those teams prefer to do with them. And Jerry also pointed out the hypocrisy of the league being able to post highlights on its social media feeds, but not letting individual teams do it, you know, and so Jonathan Kraft, there was a meeting that they were discussing this, and that's when Jerry voiced his opposition to this restriction. Well, Jonathan Kraft, the New England's president,
Kraft,
little Bobby.
You have to put your lower jaw out further when you say his name, Jonathan Kraft.
Well, he's the co-chairman of the NFL's digital media committee, so he took real exception because he felt like Jerry was basically attacking him.
He's picking on me, Dad.
Hey, you leave my fucking kid alone or I'll come over there and I'll pop you one.
They got into it, and Kraft he was so mad he got up and walked out of the meeting.
Oh, my God, I can't believe he said that to me.
Oh, my God.
I think we need to, and Jerry was in London.
No, outside.
Jerry was in London this week, so I want to ask him about that, too.
Yeah, that's what I heard on the radio, that they said when the Redskins team landed, not the team, but when the FO and all the media people went over earlier in the week, when they landed, his jet was there.
All right, well, we'll find out. So let's call him up, see what is going on with Jerry Jones. It's Jerry, man. He's everywhere.
He's a man about the planet.
Hello.
Jerry Jones, John and Tom from the Bang Radio Hour.
Well, how you doing there, boys? It's good to talk to you. Just coming off a bye week, getting ready to go out there and beat up on those goddamn Philadelphia.
Oh, I love it, Jerry. I'm doing great. John over here, he's a Redskins fan, so.
Well, I tell you what, the best thing about being a Redskins fan is he's happy all the time. He ain't got much brain in there, so he's just going to sit around and smile.
Well, Jerry, I'm so happy to talk to you this week. We understand that you were across the pond tearing up the streets of London with the Redskins brass. What was that about?
Well, I got to tell you, see, we like to play a game on bye weeks, Me and some of my buddies, we get in the jet, and then we do a whole mess of peyote, and we drink a bunch of Jim Beam, and then when we land, we take bets on who's going to figure out where we is first. So we ended up in London. Somebody said Big Ben, and I yelled Pittsburgh, and oh, shit, well, I lost $10,000. Anyway, we went to this pub, and next thing you know, hey, there's old Dan Snyder. So I was giving him tips on how to beat the no-account Bengals.
Yeah, you and Danny get along pretty well, don't you? You guys have a good time together.
Well, I mean, you'd think so. But honestly, I wouldn't give him any tips on how to beat anything. I wouldn't help that little pipsqueak out of a burning paper bag. But I'll tell you what, Tom, he does know how to turn a dollar. He can make some money, and he's a sucker for picking up the check.
Did you see him what they let Matthew Stafford do to him at the end of that game?
Matthew Stafford, I'll tell you what, Dan, he feels that so deep in his soul that it almost makes him bleed anally when a freaking loss happens to him like that.
Well, now, Jerry, there was an owners meeting last week, and I wanted to ask you, I heard something. I wanted to see if this was true.
Okay.
One of the topics was social media. I guess now the league's telling you that you can't show highlight videos, on social media while games are in progress, and we heard that you and some of the other owners, you don't like the rule. In fact, you refuse to abide by it. But that you and Jonathan Kraft got into a big fight over it, and he walked out. Is that all true?
That's all goddamn true. I'm going to tell you right now, Tom. Between you and me and the 10 people that listen to your stupid little show, I can't stand them goddamn Krafts. All right.
Okay.
Between you and me, if any opposing owner wants to come to my stadium and listen to or watch my Cowboys whoop up on their team, I try to give them a bit of the Jerry touch. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But every time the Krafts come down here, the goddamn bar is cleaned out. They take every bit of it. Every single goddamn bit of it. 75-year-old bottles of scotch that I put in there for them to sip on. They take a whole damn case of it. I think they bring suitcases to do it.
Oh, way to take advantage.
Hey, that's Bob Kraft. As to the rule, look, I own the goddamn team, and I will damn sure show the videos whenever it damn well pleases me. I got a television that is bigger than Massachusetts practically, so those goddamn people up in Boston can suck it. And that's what I told that Kraft punk, and he said, no, them videos, they belong to the league. And I told him the league goddamn well belongs to me, too. And if he didn't like it, he could suck my pecker. Well, I'll tell you what, he didn't like that, and he got up like he was going to fight, so I pulled out my pistol, and that's when he stormed out of the room. We do things differently in Texas.
I know you do. Well, maybe you guys can settle it in the Super Bowl.
Well, that might be fun to think about, but honestly, the way I feel about the Bob Kraft and his little runt boy that he gave that goddamn job to, and he went and did something stupid with it. Here's the goddamn idea, boy. Now that you're listening and can't open your yap, when Daddy gives you a cushy job, you just sit there and do nothing. You collect the goddamn check. Damn it, he's going to come in here and start telling me what I can tweet and what I can Facebook. Shit.
Oh,
anyway.
Jerry. All right.
Now I'm in a bad mood.
Well, then let's move on to the Cowboys.
My favorite subject.
Let's move on to the Cowboys. They have one single loss. They are ripping off win after win, and they're doing it convincingly. Now, obviously, all the talk, I mean, you can't turn on anything without hearing a debate about Tony Romo and Dak Prescott. Now, Tony is not going to play this week, and I'm not against him playing. Me, as you know, I'm a big Cowboy fan. I just didn't want it to be this week. I didn't want his first game back to be against the Eagles because we win this game, Jerry, and we're in big control.
Well, you know, I think we're in big control anyway. Whether we win this game or not, it doesn't make any difference. And let me tell you something. I do own the Philadelphia Eagles, whether they know it or not.
Well, you know, a month ago, you seemed dead set on Romo getting his job back, but lately you sound like you might have changed your mind.
Well, I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you, Tom. At my age, a month ago is a long time for somebody that drinks as many Red Bull Stolies as I do. All right? Look, I may have figured Tony wasn't going to play, and now maybe I figure maybe I didn't know what I was figuring. So I'm going to do this the American way, because I'm glad you asked, because we're going to have a new promotion. Come Election Day, Cowboy fans can not only go out and decide between Donald Trump and that stupid bitch, they can go down to DallasCowboys.com, and they can vote on who they think should be the starting quarterback come...
Jerry.
Hey, that's the way it's got to be done, Tom. Get on out there and vote, Cowboys fans. The decision is in your hands.
Oh, jeez.
Who's it going to be, Tony or Dak? Come on, the Cowboy fans are going to decide.
Well, if Romo is going to come back, he should do it the next week, because after the Eagles, the Cowboys play the Browns.
Yeah, they're like pudding. But you know what, Tom? I'll tell you what. Again, but between you and me and the hole in the wall that y'all do this show from, I said this is going to be done the American way, which means I'm in charge, and it's already been decided. But we got to have this show for the peasants. All right, so everybody get on out to DallasCowboys.com and vote for your favorite.
All right, Jerry. Take care. Go Cowboys.
I'm going to go somewhere. They already got the jet all warmed up, and they got us some new mescaline.
Bang Radio.
Any time that I can get back to that glory hole, then that's a happy day for me.
Glory hole days. Glory hole days. Glory hole days.
Glory hole.
Glory hole. I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. I want me some glory hole.
VOTech. For 10 years, VOTech has been a leader in website development and network solutions. Whether your business has an established website or are preparing to create something new, VOTech can handle every facet of your project. VOTech offers full website and portal design and creation services, including domain registration, site maintenance, dynamic programming, database administration, video streaming, and more. VOTech also offers full e-commerce and e-marketing development and management, as well as complete web hosting services. You can trust your web project to the professionals at VOTech.
I'd like to do something called baseball and football, and thank you. That's nice. Because these two activities are so much a part of us, and yet they're so different. Baseball is pastoral, 19th century. Football is technological, 20th century. Baseball is played on a diamond in a park, the baseball park. Football is played on a gridiron in a stadium, War Memorial Stadium. In baseball, you wear a cap.